Defaults, the most despised term in the P2P world. But as the new adage goes, there are 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and defaults. Which naturally makes this a frequently asked question. Are defaults going up? Down? What will they be in 6 months? Summer, do you have a crystal ball? I don't have a crystal ball yet, and the likelihood of that happening is equal to, well, no defaults in your portfolio. Even though we cannot predict the future, we can get a good sense of default by using data from the NSR platform to analyze the Lending Club Index from 2008 to 2014. A few things to keep in mind about this chart. 2008 shows a default rate of 11.82%, but only 2,400 notes had been issued at that time, and Lending Club was still in its infancy. But we're including it to be objective about the risks. Similarly, the loss rates for the more recent vintages aren't fully baked yet, as you can see from their weighted average age. Because portfolios mature around the 18-month mark, we naturally expect to see an increase in losses for 2015. The good news is that even when we factor all this in, default rates have been stable since 2010. We believe there's a correlation between unemployment and default rates, but since it's a lagging indicator, we don't use it to predict next year's defaults. There will be some fluctuation in defaults, so to get a sense of how this will impact your portfolio, let's take a look at the historical data again. The average default rate for Lending Club from 2008 to 2014 is 7.45%, and the standard deviation is 2%. So let's assume default rates shoot up to 9.45%. Your monthly interest income would go down from $136 a month to $95 a month. Peer-to-peer has historically shown to have low volatility and low correlation relative to the broader markets, and fetches a comfortable average ROI of 7% over the last 6 years. Another important thing to note is that Lending Club and Prosper constantly monitor performance and adjust borrower interest rates accordingly. This actually just happened at Lending Club, where they noticed higher default rates in riskier grades and increased the borrower rates. To show why P2P is an important allocation to a well-diversified portfolio, let's compare the last 6 years of P2P to the S&P 500. S&P returns have varied from -36% to 32.15%, while Lending Club returns have varied from 0.41% to 8.36%. So the S&P return range has been 68%, while the Lending Club range was 7.95%. All in positive territory. Wow! As always, you know where to find us. We naturally expect to see an increase. Okay, here we go.